You hit send, and your brain immediately acts like you launched a rocket into the sun. Now you are replaying the message like a bad song that will not stop. You read it back, and suddenly it sounds rude, weird, or desperate. Here's the one that gets me. I will reread an email 3 times, then panic anyway. And if your app has an unsend button, your thumb suddenly learns fear. You are not alone. This is a normal brain doing a very unhelpful job. Tonight, I will show you why it happens and how to shut the loop down. Because the panic is not proof you messed up. It is a replay habit. If you've ever done this, subscribe. You are not alone. By the end, you will have a simple after-send routine that makes your brain relax faster. Quick definition. After-send panic is that spike of worry right after you send a message. It can feel like danger, but it is usually your brain guessing social outcomes. Your brain hates uncertainty. After you hit send, you cannot control the next move. So it tries to protect you by scanning for what could go wrong. That scan becomes a loop. You reread, you imagine, you replay. The feeling sticks because your brain thinks it is solving something, but it's just spinning. This is not overthinking. This is your threat system, looking for danger where there is none. Let me walk you through the 5 biggest myths that keep this loop alive. Then I'll give you 5 fixes that work faster than willpower. Myth number 5. Rereading the message helps you see what went wrong. This is the one I hear most. People think going back will reveal the mistake. But when you reread in panic mode, you are not editing. You are catastrophizing. Your brain highlights one word, one phrase, one emoji, and suddenly that becomes the whole message. Try this today. Send a casual text to a friend, then reread it 5 minutes later. It will sound different every time, and none of those readings are accurate, because your mood changes how you read your own words. If you feel anxious, the message will read anxious. If you feel calm, it will read fine. Rereading does not fix panic. It feeds it. The more you check, the more your brain learns that checking is the next step after sending, and that becomes the habit loop you cannot break. Myth number 4. If they do not reply fast, it means they are upset. Your brain turns silence into proof. No response equals rejection. But most people are just busy. They saw your message. They will reply later. You are reading intention into a gap that has no meaning yet. Some research suggests we overestimate how much people are thinking about our messages. They are not sitting there analyzing your tone. They're making lunch or scrolling. Silence is neutral until proven otherwise, but panic treats it like a verdict. Here's a simple example. You send a work email at 9 in the morning. By 10, you're convinced your boss hates it because they haven't replied. But they're in a meeting. They haven't even opened it yet. The story you invented is louder than the reality you cannot see. Myth number 3. One message defines how people see you. This is the belief that your last text is your reputation now. But people do not judge you based on one interaction. They average. You could send 10 great messages and one awkward one, and they will remember the overall pattern, not the mistake. Your brain zooms in. Other people zoom out. Think about the last time a friend sent you a weird text. Do you still think about it? Probably not. You moved on. They will too. One message does not erase your history with someone. Myth number 2. Everyone is watching and waiting for you to mess up. This is the spotlight effect. You think people are paying closer attention than they are. But most people are too busy worrying about their own messages to dissect yours. You are not the main character in their group chat. You are one line in a long scroll. Some research suggests we think people notice our mistakes 5 times more than they actually do. So when you panic, you are reacting to an audience that does not exist. That group text you sent? Half the people have already forgotten it. The other half did not think it was weird in the first place. Myth number 1. The panic means something is actually wrong. This is the trap. You feel panic, so you assume there must be a reason. But feelings are not facts. Panic can show up for no reason at all. Your nervous system does not need proof to activate. It just needs uncertainty. And hitting send creates instant uncertainty because you lose control. The message is out there. You cannot edit it. You cannot see their face. So your brain fills the gap with worst-case scenarios, not because they are true, but because it is wired to prepare for threats. That is not evidence. That is habit. Now, let me give you the 5 fixes that actually work. These are not willpower tricks. These are behavior resets. Fix number 5. Train your after-send routine so your brain knows what to do next. Right now, your routine is probably send, panic, reread, spiral. You need to give your brain a new next step, something simple and physical. Try this. After you hit send, close the app, lock your phone, and put it face down. Then stand up and do one quick task. Drink water, stretch, walk to another room. This teaches your brain that sending is the end of the action, not the start of a loop. The key is consistency. Do it every time, even for low-stakes messages. Over time, your nervous system will learn that hitting send does not require monitoring. Fix number 4. Write a repair line and keep it in your Notes app. This is for the times when you actually do send something you regret. Most people freeze because they do not know what to say next, so write one sentence in advance that you can copy and paste if you need it. Something like, "Hey, just realized that came out wrong. Let me clarify." Or, "Sorry if that sounded harsh. I didn't mean it that way." Having a repair line ready takes the pressure off in the moment. You're not scrambling. You're using a tool you already built. And most of the time, you won't even need it. But knowing it is there stops the spiral. Fix number 3. Delay, then distract for 90 seconds. Here's the rule. After you send, set a timer for 90 seconds and do not touch your phone. Walk around, look at something else. Let the initial spike pass. Panic is sharp, but it is also short. It peaks fast and fades fast if you do not feed it. 90 seconds is long enough for your nervous system to reset without waiting so long that you invent new problems. Try this today. Send a text, then put your phone in a drawer and count to 90 out loud. By the time you finish, the urge to reread will be weaker. You are teaching your brain that waiting is safe and that the world does not end in the gap. Fix number 2. Use the 2-check rule before you send. This one prevents the panic from starting in the first place. Read your message twice before you send. Once for content, once for tone. First pass, does it say what I need it to say? Second pass, does it sound the way I want it to sound? If you can answer yes to both, hit send and do not look back. The rule is locked. No third check. No fourth check, 2, and done. This gives your brain permission to move on because you already did the work. And if you are still tempted to reread after, remind yourself, I already checked twice. Fix number 1. Name the story your brain is telling you. This is the fastest reset. As soon as the panic starts, say out loud what your brain is doing. Example. I am imagining they think I am rude. Or, I am inventing a disaster that has not happened yet. Naming the story does not make it go away, but it breaks the spell. You stop reacting to the feeling as if it is truth, and you start seeing it as a thought loop. Your brain is guessing. It is not reporting facts. And once you see the guess, you can let it pass without chasing it. Let me give you 3 takeaways you can use the next time you hit send.
Takeaway 1. After send panic is not proof you messed up. It is a habit your nervous system learned. The feeling does not mean danger. It means uncertainty. And uncertainty is uncomfortable, but it is not the same as threat. Your brain will calm down faster once you stop treating the panic as a warning signal. Takeaway 2. Rereading in panic mode makes it worse, not better. You are not fact-checking, you are feeding the loop. The 2-check rule gives you structure, so you do not need to keep going back. And if you already sent it, no amount of rereading will change what the other person reads, so close the app and move forward. Takeaway 3. Train a new after-send routine so your brain knows the next step. Right now, the next step is panic. You need to replace that with something neutral and physical. Lock the phone, stand up, drink water, stretch, walk away. Do it every time, even for easy messages, so your nervous system learns the new path. After send panic is a loop, not a life sentence. You can retrain it with small, boring actions repeated consistently. And over time, hitting send will stop feeling like a crisis and start feeling like what it actually is, the end of a task.
One last thing. If you sent something and you are genuinely unsure if it landed wrong, it is okay to follow up. But wait. Let the first message breathe for a few hours. Do not chase it in panic. Chase it with calm. A simple follow-up can be, "Hey, just checking in. Did that make sense?" Or, "Let me know if you need me to clarify anything." That is repair, not spiral. So here's my question. What is the last message you overthought after you hit send? Drop it in the comments, and if this helped, subscribe. You are not overthinking alone.